Enjoy some Rocket League footage in the background. I'm not the best at it, but yeah, here goes nothing. I think it's very telling when Rocket League was PS4's most downloaded game of 2016. Now, there's a few things I want to discuss with this. I'm going to go ahead and show you the 20 most downloaded PS4 games in North America, and I think this is very telling for the audience and the gamers that are of the region, which is North America, and what we personally want out of that game system. And I would be very curious to see the Xbox One, 3DS, and the Wii U for America and for Japan. Now, without sounding super sexist or racist, I would be willing to bet that more anime-oriented games would be downloaded in Japan. Whereas here in America, you can see that Rocket League was number one. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, what? That doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, it's a fun game and all, but it's not, it's not Battlefield 1. Well, Battlefield 1 coincidentally is number 2, but it's very strange to see Rocket League be the number 1 game, and I think I can answer why. Because it's cheap. It's cheap, it's fun, and it's a multiplayer game that almost anyone can get behind. You have to think about it. Rocket League is so basic. It is basically like soccer in some regards. They have different game modes, but it's basically soccer with remote control cars. I think everyone can imagine that concept in their head and just do it easily. There's certain motions and movements you can do with it, but a lot of the time it's up to the physics of the ball and a crapshoot whether or not you get it. But Rocket League gives you just enough taste of victory, just enough ability in even the most basic player to continue playing, whether you're good or not. That's basically how soccer and basketball was when you were a kid, or even if you still are. You probably enjoy it on the most basic of levels. It's a very simple sport to understand. You get the ball in the goal or shoot the basket. It's not that difficult. So I think that combined with the price tag made it easily the best game to get on the PlayStation 4 for a wide audience. While Battlefield 1 is a more difficult, tedious game to learn. You need to learn tons of buttons on the controller. You need to learn tactics, things like that, especially to win in multiplayer and not just campaign mode. Then the third one was Minecraft for PlayStation 4. I don't know. Minecraft's a popular game, but I guess that's alright, whatever. Anyways, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was number 4. A lot of individuals instantly said, oh, Call of Duty's garbage, Call of Duty's finished. It was the 4th top downloaded. Obviously, Battlefield 1 beat it out, but Battlefield 1 wasn't the most downloaded either. Tom Clancy's Division, Grand Theft Auto 5, again, I can understand. It's the most popular Grand Theft Auto, and it's just been getting better and better and better over the years, so no shock there. Overwatch being number 7, though. Now that confuses me, because there's Overwatch for Xbox One and PC, and there's a lot of people who play it on PC, but the same thing could have been said for Rocket League, too. I'd be shocked if there weren't more people playing it on PC than PS4, honestly. So how is Overwatch number 7 and not way higher on this list? Same with Minecraft, that's more a PC-oriented game. And since Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on PC and it's super optimized, I'm shocked more people aren't playing that on PC. No Man's Sky was number 9. Again, I'm very shocked that this was so high on the list versus the PC. Then you have kind of the typical games that get very downloaded a lot, like EA Sports, FIFA 17, and then NBA 2K17. These are games that a lot of people enjoy every year and download them, so I'm not surprised by that. Need for Speed is number 12. Star Wars Battlefront is 13. Again, not shocked by that at all. A lot of people love Star Wars. It appeals to a lot of casual players. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege was number 14. Battlefield Hardline was 15. Madden NFL 17, falling lower on the list than FIFA and NBA 2K17. I think that shows something for the Madden franchise these days. The Elder Scrolls 5 Special Edition was 17. Uncharted 4 was 18. I think that's pretty crazy that the PlayStation exclusives weren't the number 1 games downloaded on the PlayStation. The Uncharted 4, Thieves End, and The Last of Us Remastered were 18 and 19. And even though they are a bit older, it's just amazing. And number 20 is Final Fantasy 15. Now, I want to talk about one quick thing here about this. Even though Rocket League is number 1, I think price has a lot to do with that. But then if you look at number 2. If price has a lot to do with it, why is a full $60 retail version of Battlefield 1 number 2? And then again, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, these are games that cost $30 to $40 right now. You could probably buy them digital download, maybe $60 still, even on the digital download side. So how is Rocket League number 1, but then all these games up there with it? So I think it's telling to see this as how people perceive the PlayStation 4. It's no longer the dedicated gaming console system. It's the we play whatever games we want on it system. A lot of people say, oh, I just bought the PlayStation 4 because of its exclusives. But if that were true, Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us Remastered would have been number 1. Maybe even No Man's Sky would have been a lot higher, and Final Fantasy 15, as that's where a lot of Final Fantasy fans congregate. But time is a huge factor as well, if you think about it. So Rocket League had a lot more time up to be downloaded than, let's say, Battlefield 1, but Battlefield 1 still beat it out. So you can kind of see that these games are there. If people really want them, they will get them and they will download them. It doesn't matter price tag, it doesn't matter this, that, the other. It doesn't matter if they're an exclusive or not. And I think that's very telling, and that's why I would love to see the list of games that were downloaded for the other consoles as well. What do you think about this list? Do you think that gaming is shifting from an action-oriented nature into a more, I don't know, streamlined, people playing the games that they want versus, oh, just playing the drab FPSs? Or do you think this just confirms that FPSs are still king of the consoles? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the section below, and I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, and God bless, and thanks for watching. Really appreciate your views.